Hey everybody, it's Dos here. Welcome back to another Phantom Visionaries video. And today we're here to talk about Soul Hackers 2. The game came out a few weeks ago back in August, and I know a lot of people are probably saying, yo, Dos, you're kind of like, shut up. Game is kind of long, okay? It's an RPG. Like, damn, y'all are on my neck for real. Regardless, the game is out, and now we're here to review it because we gotta talk about it. You already saw my Digimon review. Let's get into it. Let's talk about the good, the bad, and let's get to a conclusion. So when it comes to Soul Hackers, I can say this without a doubt, it's not a bad game. All the people that were saying that this game is really garbage, this game is like horrible, trash, I hate it. You're wrong. I hope you know that. You're just incorrect, factually wrong. This game isn't bad. There are some issues here and there, but we'll get to that in the bad part. But overall, this game is really fun. And I have a lot of things positive to talk about it. Let's talk about the characters. Oh my God, I love the characters. Oh, Ringo, oh, hurt me, mommy. Hi. Literally, that character is one of my favorite protagonists that we had so far in any of these more like Devil Summoner games or Shinigami games, spin-offs, and etc. I genuinely think that we've made an improvement on some of the main characters, especially after we went from Shin Megami Tensei 5 not having a character, like a main character that actually speaks. That was my main issue with the game. I felt like the main character was dry. It didn't feel like I was actually in control of a story. It felt like my character wasn't really even talking that much, so it felt dry, like absolutely dry, and I didn't like that too much. I thought that was pretty boring. With Soul Hackers 2, that doesn't seem to be the case in my opinion. I think that Ringo is actually a pretty good character and has a lot to offer. I genuinely think the side characters are pretty good, and I actually like the villain. Some of the side characters are a little bit funny though. There is one that's like a rapper, and he's kind of corny. I can't lie to you, he's kind of trash, he's kind of garbage, you know, he's kind of ass, corny. I can't lie to you, I think this game is fun. There's a lot of things that I've been wanting out of Soul Hackers 1 and from the other Megami games into like a new RPG, and this does it. The UI is pretty good. I actually like how the UI looks. It looks really pretty, and it fits the aesthetic that the game actually is going for, so it makes sense and it looks that good. You're in a cyber hacker type world, and it's all like, you know, futuristic, electronic. It's really good. And the OST, bro, the intro, oh. True cream. I love it. Peak fiction. Yes. Yes. Honestly, there's a lot more things I want to get into with this positive part of the review. It's there's some things involving the story itself is actually like pretty well constructed. A lot of people actually had criticisms towards that, and I can see that. I can, for sure. But I think you're dick munching, and I think you're dick eating a little bit, bro. The story is not bad. The story is pretty good. Like, it's not the best Persona type story or ATLUS type story, because of course, think about it this way. ATLUS is a company where they put their resources all in the art. God tier artists. From back into the Greek days, the musicians, Mozart level, piano on fire. And then the story room is just a bunch of monkeys just on fire with papers and scripts. And I can agree to that because that analogy fits. It fits for a bunch of those ATLUS games. But for this one, I think they actually got a few better chimpanzees for the writing team. IMO. The story isn't as bad as people say it is. And the dialogue and the conversations between the characters aren't even like corny. I actually like it. When you're actually playing the game, they fight like a team, and they tell you if that's a good idea or not to do that to the enemy. Hell, my first tutorial boss or tutorial level was Ringo. I was being told by the other guy that don't attack that might not do as much damage with your move. That's really cool. I like that. That's really nice. But yeah, overall, I love this OST. I love everything that the game has had to offer to me so far. So when I see all this like negative Nancy stuff, I know it's not similar to the first Soul Hackers, a game that came out years ago. Get with the times, old man. We're not here to play an old man's game. We're here to improve. And this game has a few improvements. I can agree that there are some moments where I do want to go back to Soul Hackers 1 instead of this game. But overall, this game is not bad. And I think these positives elevated to a good level. Am I thinking that it's better than the Persona series? No, that's a little bit of a stretch. I'll be kind of capping, I'll be lying live on air, but it's a pretty good solid entry. Now, let's get to the negative. Let's get into the dungeons. There's an issue with this game, and it's a part of the creative process when it comes to these type of games. This is why Persona is so successful, and this is why Shin Megami Tensei has a lot of praise. The creativity when it comes to boss battles and just the dungeon aspects in Persona is the reason why people buy those games and actually enjoy all of the stuff that we bring up. And there was an issue that I noticed between Shin Megami Tensei, Persona, and this game. This game has a very lackluster combat system, and I can't lie to you, it shows. I knew over time that I actually wanted to auto this game a lot more than just playing it, because this never happened when I played Shin Megami Tensei or Persona. I never wanted to just get through all these battles. Maybe through some moments, yes, because of the story rising, but through this, none of the battles intrigued me. When I was making my own videos on my own channel, Marcus Does, I was literally in the middle of the footage of editing, because I usually cut everything up, you know. I didn't want to keep this part in. I didn't want to keep all the battles in. I actually cut through a lot of them because the battles were so damn long. And the battle system is really boring. And I can't lie to you, it's underwhelming as a battle system. I think there could have been improvements, like, yeah, you know, changes done to it to make it a little bit more creative. There isn't much to really do in the battle system. I also think the demon recruitment system in this game is all right. I'm not a big fan of having to go talk to people, your demons, sorry, into like bringing other ones. I thought that was a cool concept after there were many demons we passed by that I wanted already, and I knew we weren't gonna get unless I got lucky, like it's a gacha game or some stupid shit, just to get a chance to get that demon. IMO, that's kind of bullshit, and I'm not a really big fan of that. I like the characters, but I feel as if the characters' progressive abilities is so low because we have to go through a boring ass dungeon just to get the backstory of a character and talk to them. That's cool and all, but I'm not gonna explore some floors for a random bitch I just met three like days ago. What the hell? Who would do that? You know, actually, no, Milady is kind of hot. I kind of, you know, Melody, you know, mommy? Regardless, I think that this game has some issues, and it shows during the creative process of how the battle works, some of the demon recruitment, some of the moments of exploration can be a little boring, but that's all I really could say for the negative parts. The story is pretty good. They do set up a lot, but it's a good payoff. Of course, no spoilers, and I won't be saying anything. A lot of the character moments are really beautiful, and I like them, but I really can't excuse me having to go through all them battle moments, all those long, horrible battle moments to just reach some good stuff. That's inexcusable, and that is a big negative that the game has. Let's get to the conclusion. Overall, I think Soul Hackers is a 7.5. I don't think the game is awful, and I don't think the game is top tier peak fiction, as I like to exaggerate my opinions on my channel and on my Twitter. But regardless, I don't think the game is top tier. There are some issues with the game involving the combat and some of the creative choices involving the game itself and its gameplay that can really turn off a lot of people from an amazing story with an amazing OST, and just everything else is really amazing outside of the lackluster creative combat system. There's a lot more that I could really get into, but that would be spoiler territory. And I want you to play Soul Hackers too, and actually give me your opinion in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe to PB, and we'll be seeing y'all later. Bye.